My name is Jeffrey Slaki, Screen 223. This is my video presentation for Group 5, Chapter 5, Photographic Cameras Objectives. At the end of the chapter, the student should be able to appraise the development evolution of cameras, identify and differentiate types of cameras, its basic parts and functions, demonstrate proper handling of camera able as when taking photographs and in storing the camera. Definition of term: camera, a light-tight chamber fitted with a lens or lensless aperture and support for sensitive material, used for the purpose of making photograph. A light box having a aperture with a shutter and lens which the image of an object is focused and recorded on a sensitive material known as photographic film, placed behind a focal point. Evolution of cameras. Photographic cameras today evolved from the accidental discovery of an image formed by light through a pinhole. Projection of light. A simple box bearing a pinhole that captures an image was known as the pinhole camera. Later, a glass was placed on a pinhole of the camera acting as lens camera, which became known as camera obscura, a device which uses a pinhole lens to project an image of the sense outside onto a viewing surface. Alhazen, a great authority of optics in the Middle Age and lived around 1000 on the Gregorian calendar, invented the pinhole camera and explained why the image was upside down. Around 1600, Della Porta invented the pinhole camera. Apparently, he was the first European to publish any information of the pinhole camera, and is sometimes incorrectly credited with its invention. Image formed by means of light projection from a pinhole into a dark room was beginning of devising a pinhole camera. The pinhole camera was simply a light-tight box with a pinhole at the front center of the box. The image formed by the pinhole camera was bit crude.
Improving the crudeness of image produced by pinhole camera. Giovanni Battista della Porta added a mirror behind the pinhole to affect brightness and clarity, and at the same time enlarge the hole by inserting a telescope. A logical outcome of pinhole camera was born. The camera obscura and gained popularity in 16th century more than any other form or arts. Photography also requires equipment. The basic piece of equipment for taking photograph is the camera. Yet camera alone will not produce a photograph. The film must be loaded with the film and requires photographer to manipulate it. The film must be right size for camera. It must be compatible, and the photographer must know how to manipulate the camera. These three items, camera, film, and photographer, working together institute system of photography. Types of camera. Camera obscura was forerunner of the photographic cameras today. It was light-tight chamber of box with a small hole or lens at one side for image formation. It was used by artists as a copying device. At present, camera are of different types and kinds from which a photographer may choose what is suited for his or her subject or object. Example of these are 110 and ultra miniature camera, 2 126 camera, and 3 viewfinder cameras, 4 box camera, 5 rangefinder cameras, 6 single lens reflex, 7 twin lens reflex, 8 digital single lens cameras, 9 movie cameras, 10 video cameras, 11 instant cameras. Instant cameras, an instant camera will produce a finished print in 20 seconds to about 4 minutes. The film after exposure is passed between two stainless steel roller inside the camera. This rupture a chemical pad on the film and spread developing agent eventually over the film surface. In the original Polaroid system, it was necessary for the user to finish print from the base material.
Good day everyone, my name is Kyle Latore from BS Criminology 223 and I will discuss to you the other parts and features of cameras. It is all about photographic cameras. First, for more than several decades, the box camera viewfinder was the instrument of choice for the casual amateur photographer. Inexpensive and simple, it was nevertheless capable of excellent result under the conditions. Box cameras were normally fitted with a single element lens, a limited range of aperture control, and a single speed lift shutter. Second, spy cameras are small wireless detectors also known as security hidden cameras. The spy cameras was used in for example, in the bank, in your house, and in other infrastructure that needs security. It was about the size of a package of cigarette and was often hidden inside a pack when used by spies and private eyes. The micro 16 and 16 mm film, it had 90-degree viewfinder. The aperture was controlled through a lever could be adjustable to bright, dull, and color. The plunger on the top of the camera be pressed to advance the film and could be made to stay down flat on the surface. Third one is the range finder. Camera has a viewfinder which, like most instamatic cameras, are independent of the main lens of the camera. The viewfinder presents a miniature view of the subject. Focusing is aided by the split screen ranger finder which is coupled to the main lens. It is an optical instrument which measures the distance between itself and a given object. The rangefinder is like an bird eye when you are capturing a picture because the whole place or the whole subject you will see all around on it. That is the rangefinder. Fourth, single lens reflex SLR camera. The type of camera allows the photographer to view a subject through the main lens of the camera. The image seen through the viewfinder, which is a replica image. When using a standard lens, the image is similar in size and appearance to the scene before unaided eye. A good example of an SLR camera is 13-15 mm adjustable camera. This type of camera is most common in police work and also in classroom instructions. SLR camera was used into investigating and capturing other object or sample in the crime scene. Furthermore, a simple lens reflex camera is a camera equipped with a mirror with which is it possible to view the subject being photographed the lens of the camera rather than through a separate lens of viewfinder. The rangefinder and a single lens reflexes camera have the following features. First, interchangeable lens. You can change the lens when it was damaged. And second is adjustable focal plane shutters. You can manipulate the other settings of the camera to make your image appropriate and correct. 3. Adjustable diaphragms and port motor drive. And the last, the optical system for viewing the scene for both cameras is comprised of a main lens, second, a mirror for diverting light away from the film into the rest of the system, third, a prism for reversing and inverting the image as reflected, upside down and reversed from the mirror, and fourth, a viewfinder.
Good day everyone, my name is Gary Gonsalvo from BS Cream 223. The Twins Lens Reflect Camera or TLR 21/2 camera using 120 film is equipped with two identical optical systems, one of which focuses on the film when the shutter is open. The other reflects a similar image up toward the top of the camera and focuses it upside down and reverse on a ground glass screen. Because both lenses on a TLR are linked, correct focus on the viewing screen with guarantee focus through the main lens. This is the basic parts of a 35mm camera. Letter B. This is the basic parts of a 35mm camera inside back. Basic function of the basic parts of the camera. Lens. The function of the lens is to form an image of object taken of the focal plane. It controls the amount of lights needed to form an image. Focusing ring. It is used to make the image form in the focal plane sharp. F-stop ring. Used to adjust or select the correct f-stop for proper exposure. Flash terminals. A terminal's connection for synchronized flashing with the shuttered release. Self-timer. Used to delay the release of the shutter. Shutter release bottom. Used to trigger or initiate the opening and closing of the shutter. Film advance lever. Used to move the film frame after exposure to place the unexposed palette of the film on the camera's format. Shutter speed dial. Used for selecting the desired shutter speed. Accessories light shoe. Flash terminal but usually situate on top of camera directly attached to the flash. Film rewind crank. A lever used for rewinding rolled film after completely exposing the entire or part of the rolled film. ASA or ISO dial. A photographic film speed rating standard used to rate the speed sensitivity of photographic film to light. Viewfinder. Part of the camera which is used to view the object or subject photography.
camera. We know that digital camera is one of the camera that use today's generation to take image, and this is the definition of digital camera. A digital camera is a camera that takes video or still photographs or both digitally by recording image on a light-sensitive sensor, not film. Digital cameras have features which are not found in film-based cameras, such as the displaying of an image on the camera screen immediately after it is recorded. It has also the capacity to take thousands of images on a single small memory device. The ability to record video and sound. It has the ability to edit, delete images, allowing reuse of the storage. John Roark featured an article on forensic photography stating that when digital imaging is considered for law enforcement, the issue of the admissibility of digital photographic evidence in court is often raised. He further wrote the fact that digital photographs are easily altered, that film-based photographs is usually cited. As digital imaging becomes more widely used in forensic science, however, there are still drawbacks to the use of digital imaging within forensic science casework. The drawback is centered on the quality and authenticity of images, which can be altered with Adobe Photoshop or any of the enhancement software programs. Other drawbacks are the amount of time required to take multiple exposures, because light sensor has to read the scene and adjust the stop or change the shutter speed. Light sensor has to hack the autofocus because it captures the scene. 3. Trigger the flash. 4. Takes several seconds for a digital camera to perform other processes once the image has been taken, converting image into digital form, compressing and saving the image. 5. Image resolution. Traditional camera is far superior in quality and performance. 6. Digital cameras don't have shutter speed enough photograph action. Conversely, digital imaging has its advantages over traditional film-based photography. 1. Digital makes things very sleek, very convenient, very compact. 2. Provides instant gratification. You can view the photo immediately. If you didn't get the shot, you know too soon you did not get, so you can make a retake instantly, as opposed to film. You don't truly know until you get the photos back from the processing lab. 4. Eliminates carrying, changing and processing rolls of film. Handling and carrying the camera. The camera is a precise optical mechanical instrument. It should be handled carefully, kept clean and protected from jolts, dust, moisture, and sharp temperature fluctuations. It should not remove from the case when it is brought outdoors. Load and unload the camera indoors to protect against direct sunlight or bright artificial illumination. Always wind his shutter as far as it will go. For amateur photographers, always sling the camera around your neck and hold it against your chest when not in use. That's all. Thank you.